Welcome to Pull the Pin Already, a place you're guaranteed to get a veteran's opinion about the world we live in. I'm joining you, Jim here, and with me as usual. Or
Hey, I'm Jace.
what's up,
And
Jace?
hey,
Gotta
whether you
give
like our
shout outs.
opinions or not, y'all
You
gonna
got
get it, all right?
you got to get that
Y-
intro thing, and I keep
y'all
forgetting.
gonna get some, huh?
Well, why don't you give our shout outs to our lovely viewers because you all seem to have this connection as the flower people or whatever the heck you're going to call yourselves. But go ahead, yeah. Why
What
don't
the
you give a shout out?
fuck are you talking about, Jay? No, first of all, why is my little screen not working? Looks like I'm not even here.
Oh, I can see
And
you
then,
here.
second of all, I don't remember their name.
Johnny and Christine.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, what? You give them the shout outs because they're your peeps, man.
Hey
But
man,
what's
they're in the columns, they're in the video, they're in the chat, they're making some movements here, and I appreciate them always.
what up?
I do
So
have a correction. Johnny is apparently from Kansas. I thought I remember him saying Cali, but I probably screwed that up. But welcome from Kansas. I did spend a little time in Kansas for Riley down at Camp Funston. That was the
yeah,
medium
I'll
minimum
bet you
custody
did.
prison. Yeah,
I'll
that
bet
was some
you
interesting
did.
stories I got from there. You ever seen a strip search where a man opens his butt cheeks and it sounds like Velcro? Yep, saw it in Kansas.
I bet you were part of it too.
I was watching it. Yes, I was. Indeed, I was. But
Well, what
anyways,
up, folks?
welcome from Kansas, and San Diego is where Christine's from. Um, I've been to San Diego
San
too. That was a
Diego.
beautiful place. Unfortunately, it's
Been
part of
there, and
California.
I've been to there and Chicago. Anyways, or anywho, or whatever the heck,
Go ahead with our
you
30
silly
second.
fucker.
Can you keep it under 2 minutes with the
Yeah,
garden
okay.
talk? Because
Check
I'm
it
not
out.
really like, it's not a
Check the
garden
suits.
show.
There is a picture of my outdoor garden that's down the street. I got,
Mm,
it's actually going pretty good. And I got eggplant, tomatoes,
love them eggplant.
uh, squash, cucumber,
Oh, you love
zucchini, and a
that's
couple
good.
of things of peppers. But
Mm,
yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Growing season is fun. It's fun as hell. I love
mm.
it. And you know what? It gets your mind off of a lot of fucking bullshit from the
Well, we got
real
a lot of
world.
BS to talk about in the real world, so I'm
So
gonna
with
put your
that
mind
being
back on it.
said,
I'm gonna put your mind back on it. Do we? What do we want to go with the elephant in the room? We want to talk about yesterday's festivities, and I mean, what do we want to talk about first?
I
Juneteenth.
don't
Everybody's
probably.
mad at it because they think we're not celebrating anymore because it's a made-up holiday or something.
I don't know. Magnolia's chilling.
Oh, yeah.
Magnolia's still Iran. Magnolia doesn't want to even touch the Juneteenth shit. She
Well,
wants to talk about Iran.
all I want to tell her, all I want to say about Juneteenth is it's a made up holiday. It's not even accurate because the Indians didn't release their slaves until after all that happened. But nobody wants to talk about that because we can't talk about any brown skinned people still having slaves after all the white people let them go. So we don't want to talk about that. But so if that was correct, it would have been a
I,
year later, like in March or something.
I don't
But
want to talk
anyway,
about any of that bullshit because black people had white slaves. I
I
don't
know,
want to
dude.
feel.
But the
So
point of the
fuck
matter
all
is
that.
it shouldn't be a holiday anyway. It's the stupidest thing in the world. You get enough love me stuff, you know what I mean? Why are you celebrating freedom of your race with like you're not freedom of Americans? Like I don't know. It's a narcissistic thing to me, and I think it's really it's I don't know. Whatever, man. Let's get on
It's
to it. So let's
it's
talk
as
about
bad.
what you want to talk about
Well, it's as
Iran,
yeah because it's as bad as talking about reparations.
right?
Fucking
Or
stupid
Whoopi
as hell.
Goldberg saying that black people have it just as hard in America as women do in Iran.
Oh yeah, you would know. I
Oh
mean,
my goodness.
she's
Like
only
you
a multimillionaire. She's
do
not.
you
She's not
right?
that rich.
Do you not get sick of these rich people talking about how hard it is in this country? Like she has way more money than me. Probably more money than I'll ever make in three
She
of my
has more money
lifetime.
than both of us to
And
put
yet
together.
life
Times
is
fucking
so
10.
hard for black people because they got to worry about their kids. No, you don't. Just teach your kids to do the right thing. Duh. Like it's just so God. It's so tone deaf. It is just so tone deaf to be lectured by rich black people about how hard it is in America. Like it's so ignorant.
I don't. I just. It just. It's mind blowing. It's just. I don't. I can't fathom the fact that
How do you have
her her,
credibility?
her fucking pea brain is is making millions of dollars on a talk show, and we're not even making a fucking penny.
Yeah, and it's like that fat lady that was talking about how her food stamps are being cut off and they're gonna starve. Like, lady, you could probably starve for 3 weeks and still have enough food to keep you going in your, you know what I mean? You might be able
I
to
hate.
want it. You can't take it from these people. Like it's getting
I don't.
ridiculous.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but this is a talk show that we're doing, like it or not, and it's more. Our talk show is more fucking exciting than theirs,
Oh, you know,
and
well,
they're getting paid. And they're getting paid
millions.
millions of fucking dollars, dude.
Millions, and they don't have a clue. I mean, I would even say it's entertaining, dude, but I'm embarrassed for those people, embarrassed for them. Yeah, we don't get a lot of audience, whatever. Nobody's going to dump money into our stuff and make us popular. You got to grassroots it. It's
Well,
still
no,
not
we
whatever.
don't.
But at the end of the day, gosh, I mean, you don't even need facts. You don't even need anything halfway intelligent to sound better than those morons.
Well,
Like
yeah,
even
we.
when somebody says something intelligent, like Whoopi completely cut her off. So she interrupted this white lady, fake
Oh,
Republican, the fake white Republican lady on there,
right.
interrupted her to tell her how
So
bad it is for Americans or Black Americans that they don't know. Or I'm so
now,
sick
don't
of these people, man.
correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Arnold on that? Arnold on that show?
Who?
Arnold
Schwarzenegger on
Schwarzenegger.
that episode? I don't know if it
Yeah,
was that episode. Was it that
but
episode?
I thought it was, but it might not have
Yeah, because
been.
it was about
Either
immigration he
way,
was talking about.
either way, fuck you, Whoopi. Arnold showed your little bitch ass a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah,
That
they
was
don't.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, they don't like that when the guys clap. That's just the sad part about it. That's exactly the epitome of social media right there. The
Big
View
up.
is social media, where you
Oh
have
my
a certain
god.
view and you have an audience that claps for you like little seals.
Right.
You know,
Just big ups to Arnold. Big
yeah.
fucking ups to Arnold, man. I
It's
was
just
fucking
it's like
loving it.
it's like everything she says. Oh, black people have it rough in America. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's
we
like
need that.
it's like the stupidest thing in the world. It's like they have to have that applaud sign and everybody just because I
We
saw
need the.
somebody in the gut was it Gutfield? There was one lady on there. She was talking about this very thing and said something about even if they have the applause thing, aren't there people out there with common sense that would ignore that and say like that's stupid? Why would we applaud that? But apparently not, unless it's a fake reel anyway.
I don't know, but Gutfield, that one lady just came back from maternity leave. She's fucking awesome.
Cat,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
like Cat.
But Arnold spanked them so fucking hard, and then Whoopi tried to stop him from saying shit. I was dying, and I don't watch the fucking View. It's just it's only the cuts that I see that I was cracking up on.
Right. Yeah, I Shh. Hey, get up. Go outside.
Aw,
Yeah. I told you I had some solicitors on my porch, came on my porch, my back deck, past
on
my
your
beware
back?
dogs. Well, my house is set up where you really don't have access to the front door, but
Oh,
but my back deck has a sign right there that says beware a dog, and my dog has access to the back deck. They
your
came
back
through the
deck.
door,
Yes.
yes, came through the door and got out in time before my dog got out there. But thank God they did, because yeah, my dog will bite. I promise you, she will bite.
See, I don't have. I have a back sunroom. I don't have a back deck though. That'd be cool to have.
Dick.
I
You
mean
got one in
deck.
the back. You had one in the back in the Navy, right? Didn't they issue you one? That's why you guys
I
wore your
think that was
name on the back of your pants.
only on submarines, man. Only on
Oh,
submarines.
is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Only in subs. Well,
Touche.
anyway, all right, let's get off Whoop Turd, Whoopi Turd, Gold Turd, whatever her name
Yes,
is.
sir.
So how about that? Well, let's talk about that parade. That's what I want to talk about. So the Army gets
What's
a chance
what?
to celebrate its 250th birthday, and all these people are
Oh,
acting like
oh, we
it's
don't have a right to. Oh no, no. 250 is not a fucking milestone. We don't have a right to. We can't waste money. No,
isn't it crazy? It's just so freaking crazy to me. How I
It's
mean,
it's fucking ludicrous, dude. Where the fuck is our? Where the? How did we? First of all, the divide in this country is grotesque and disgusting. But I grew up, and I'll admit it. I watched the Eddie Griffith Show, and it's kind of how I wanted to grow up in life, with that American pride, the American, just 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 having pride and just loving our fucking country, man. And that's what it's about. Having a fucking 250th celebration of our army and what they've done for us throughout the years to keep our independence.
right?
And we have fucking morons protesting whatever, doing their fucking no kings protest. But guess what? I still don't see no motherfucking kings anywhere.
Right. Well, you could almost make an argument that Gavin Newsom, he's probably the best, closest thing that we've got a king in this country, because he's been running California into the ground and he don't give a damn. As long as he shows up in his gown and hat, his crown. Remember in COVID, all out doing, telling people they can't go out, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's the scumbag thing. Like we talked about this to it's just
Well,
annoying that like you had a president that Kamala ran for president who wasn't voted for. She didn't, do the proper way. It's like everything's a threat to democracy and everything they do is so anti-democratic it's not even funny. It's like I'm so sick
right.
of these people. And I do think that American people are really starting to recognize they're getting tired of being lied to.
I
I think
I
all the
think
Democrats are losing their donors.
I think even Californians are waking up.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
Johnny had said that, or
well,
Christine said they're moving out of California in the droves. I saw a
but
thing, a business, one of the
well,
big businesses are moving out of there now
yeah.
again.
So like you hit on that COVID spot, which it's done and over with now. I I've made it clear now that I reside in Charleston, South Carolina, and the 7 months out of the year, and there's we have a TV show called Southern Charm, and it's filmed in Charleston, and I had rewatched a few seasons because I hadn't watched them yet, and one of the seasons was they actually filmed during COVID, and to see how we acted, I didn't act this way, but to watch how they acted during COVID, it even multiplies how fucking disgusting we acted and how fucked up and stupid we acted during COVID.
Well, you know what's funny? You see, that's what's so funny about it because you think
Oh
about, they
God.
talk about Trump being Hitler, all this stuff. They're all this, but you think about it. Can you now understand how Nazis went along with Hitler stuff? Because that's really what they just did. The
Yes,
government literally
exactly.
turned us into a bunch of Nazi people.
If you watch it, that's what the fuck. Yes, it's just fucking insane. They could have fucking lined us up and walked us into fucking so much concentration camps. It's 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 kind of scary how if it was a test to see what kind of control they had over us,
Yeah.
it's kind of scary because 3/4 of us probably would have been fucking dead, and it's kind of sad. I mean,
Yeah.
it blew my mind.
Yep.
And
It's, that's what I was telling people. I was like, look, it'd have been a different story if I came out my front door and like the zombie apocalypse was happening. It'd be a different story. I'd be like, all right, yeah, let's get on board. Let's do this. Let's hunker down. But people weren't dying except in hospitals and they were normally dying anyway. I mean, yes, I think the uptick in people dying, but also people dying were being labeled as COVID. I mean, we've hashed this crap out. I'm so
It's
sick of
just
being lied to. It's just it was a real thing, but also the flu went away. I mean, it was just disgusting, man. And
I
give us
it
real
it very
information so we can
much
respond.
it very much questions me, and it it blows my mind, but also like it's scary because that's where that's where the terminology sheep came in. People were acting like fucking sheep,
Right,
and
right.
then with the so I watched a few of the episodes, and they also took part in that tearing down fucking statues fucking bullshit that really fries my fucking ass. And I don't want to really get into that because I don't. That's just not what we were going to talk about today,
Yep.
and I don't want
Well,
to talk
Biden just
about it.
said
But
something just today about on this Juneteenth thing. He said something about renaming all the bases, and now they're naming them back. They're changing them back.
yeah, but I mean, I, even watching how these fucking people acted. I mean,
They're communists, dude. They're just communists. It's that
and
simple. They're
I
actually
don't
trying.
want
They're acting like they're trying to save America, but they're really trying to change America. They're just
to.
communists.
Right, right.
That's all. And
I
I
don't
think
want
we
to
need
get
to call them
into it.
that.
I don't want to get into it, but it's frying my fucking ass not.
Yeah.
So like, there's two. There's one girl that's a person of color, black girl, and then there's a fucking I don't know, she's a Venezuelan or something, but she's married to a black guy. So she has so she thinks that she's a fucking person of color because she's married to a fucking black guy. Which
Hmm.
that fucking pisses me off too.
It's like a white
You're
liberal.
not fucking black, bitch.
It's like the
You ain't
white
fucking
liberal,
black.
man.
Huh?
The white liberal screams louder for the minorities than anybody else because they want to keep their slave labor. That's what it's
Well,
all about.
whatever the case may be, that fucking number one, that fries my ass. Bitch, just because you're married to a motherfucking black guy, that don't mean you fucking had slaves in your history. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Even if you have even if you have a kid, I don't want to fucking hear it, bitch. Don't want to hear it. But then to but then these episodes they're acting like they're such fucking victims with these goddamn fucking statues. And it's like,
The statue they
get,
walked past millions of times and never even noticed. Probably didn't even know who it was, to be honest with you.
uh, in all actuality, they probably never even walked by the goddamn statue to begin with. They probably
Right.
didn't even know it fucking existed.
Well, that's the thing is, look, look. Right now, our culture is victimhood and
Yeah, they,
attention whores. That's all people
but,
are now.
but I'm
All the
just telling you,
clout, everything.
but I'm just saying that the state of mind that this fucking country was in back in COVID and all this fucking racial fucking Black Lives Matter. If we would have continued this thank you fucking Donald Trump. You are my fucking goddamn king. That's all I can fucking say. Because if it wasn't for him, we'd be fucked.
Oh, if Kamala got in, if they rigged the
Oh
election
my
again,
god.
if they rigged the election again, yeah,
Yeah.
it would be done, man. It would be done, dude.
Yeah, well, she'd just get drunk anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, well, she's drunk.
You know
Well,
the
she's
rumor.
normally drunk. Yeah,
You
she
know the
always looks
rumor
drunk.
is. I didn't know that, but like the rumor is she was like drunk all the time.
Oh yeah, she's an raging alcoholic. Yeah,
Did you
you
see
could see
something
it in her.
about? Did you see that? They were so scared the White House that they like staged a fake party for her.
Yeah. Well, she said she had
What
nervous.
the
She
fuck?
was nervous to like. So how would she go over and deal with countries like Iran?
I
They would set
know.
up a thing and rehearse it, and she would have been a horrible president.
Oh my
Horrible president.
god.
I mean, Biden wasn't there. Speaking of Biden wasn't there, like, so two things about that. The auto pen scandal is getting deeper because they said 4
Oh,
years worth of auto pen.
I
Like he
know. I
wasn't
know.
signing anything. I don't know if
I
that's true
know.
or not, but at the end of the day, we'll find out because there's still more to go with that. And then I don't know if you saw this, but they had a hearing about the Biden deception, the competency
Yeah.
deception, and all the Democrats walked out. They didn't want to sit through
Yes.
the hearing.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
tell me if anything screams guilty more than that. Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah. So January 6th wasn't a joke, but this is a joke. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on.
Oh, dude,
I'm so sick of politicians, man. It's so disgusting.
I'm sick of some of my Facebook friends as well.
Well, that's the
I mean,
worst part.
most of my friends, I'm most of my Facebook people I know in real life, and I just got slapped in the face twice. Um, One of my friends built the fence that's right out there. He fucking brought up. I was telling him. I said something on Facebook about all this bullshit, and he's like, "Yeah, just like the January insurrections." And I was just like, "Okay, I'm done. Bye."
Yeah,
Because
by like, was he in the
I,
military?
his
So he,
dad was a Marine. His dad was a
so
Marine. He wasn't.
he's never been overseas. Never saw what a real insurrection might look
Exactly.
like.
Yeah, exactly. And so no, his dad. He's he built my fence. I'm friends with his dad, but I'm friends with him as well
Hmm.
because he built my friends. But my friends.
Hmm.
But it was that, and then another buddy. There's people are turning on Trump right now, and it's blowing my mind.
Well, I think it's over the Iran thing.
Well, it's that, and
Elon.
because I talk shit about stupid these stupid fucking no king fucking rallies and shit. I mean, we haven't talked about that yet, but
Yeah, but why
maybe
would they
this.
turn on Trump for that? Trump's not a king. If you supported Trump, you know those people are lunatics. Like I don't understand why nobody would have
I don't
changed their
know,
mind over no
dude.
kings.
I don't know, but where the fuck do the? I don't know. I don't even. I
Like I
don't
say,
think.
it's not Trump's fault that the 250th anniversary fell on his birthday. It's not Trump's fault
No,
for that.
no, no. And personally, I think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
But like,
it's
these people.
it was like written
Oh,
like a Bible entry, right?
exactly. But like, they're asking these fucking retards. Oh, what do you think of that? That's his birthday. Oh, he's gonna die soon anyway. Who cares? Well, why didn't you say that about fucking Biden?
Because he was already dead.
Trump's like a
But
goddamn fucking
Biden was a
Iron
walking
Man.
zombie. He was already dead.
I know but Trump's like a fucking goddamn Iron Man, and they're fucking talking shit. Probably live longer than half the people they ask questions to.
Right.
And then I don't know. It just blows my mind, dude. It
Yeah,
just
it's stupid. It's and people are dumb, and that's what bothers me. It's not the politicians. Again, we've talked about this ad nauseum. It's not the politicians. We know they lie, cheat, steal. It's not the
it's
media. We know they're millionaires
it
getting
is the
paid to lie,
media.
cheat, and steal. No, that's not what bothers me. I'm
Well,
saying
where do
what
people
bothers me
come
is
up with?
your neighbor who sees you every day, your neighbor who goes out and buys groceries, gets gas, your neighbor who just listens to these morons and then buys into it. That's what bothers me.
Where do fucking people? Where the fuck does anybody get off saying he's fucking a fascist and we're fascism and all that?
Well, that's my point. Is like if you knew what fascism was, if you
Right.
listened to the people fleeing Cuba, like if you listen to anybody, if you've been outside this country, you know what it is, dude. Like
That's why.
I was in Kenya in Africa, and they told
Right.
us we can go by ourselves or not, but
Yeah.
the police
Right.
will shake your ass down.
Exactly.
You're crooked. All of
Dude,
them are crooked.
I was in England and I got shook down because I was an American. So
It's just these
and
people have never seen the world. And even if they have,
no,
would they go to like Mexico, to Cabo, into the tourist place where they probably never left the hotel and the beach? You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
these people, they just don't know the real world. And
No.
matter of fact, did you see with Greta Thunberg? Oh my God. So she went into this little group. I don't know if you saw this, but
I know
remember
she
she got
showed up again.
kidnapped, right? She got
Yeah.
kidnapped on the boats, and then they tried to march into the Gaza, and the people in
Yeah.
Turkey are like, "Oh hell no!" Took their passports, imprisoned them. Some of them got beat. These people
Right.
have no freaking clue
No,
what the
they don't.
world is like. They've
You
lived
know
in their
what?
bubbles so long, protected by, spoiled by America and these other countries. They have no clue, dude. No clue.
Yeah, I would love to just fucking like push some of these assholes even over the Mexican border.
Yeah, I just go.
Just go
You
over there for
hate
a
this
little while.
country, go.
Go
That's
over.
what the whole thing with these riots are. If you're flying the American, oh, that's what pissed me off. That's what I forgot to bring up. There were videos of these stupid ass, I want to say a bad slang word, but I don't do that, Spanish women from Mexico on
Yeah.
there crying about, oh, well, they admitted, straight up admitted they don't like America. That's why they're flying the Mexican flag. They're only here to get the money so that they can pay for their families and their houses back home because this is where the
Oh,
money's at. Literally saying this on these TikTok videos. And you're sitting
really?
there like, are you kidding me? Yeah. That's literally what they're saying.
Wow.
If I
Yeah,
knew
I
one of
get
these
it.
people, gone. We need to be
But
taxing the money that's leaving here too.
the thing, well, so that's why I wish I could. I wish we were more like sophisticated in this video, and
What do you
so
mean?
we could play what Arnold said because
Right.
Arnold put it how it was, and just
Yeah, you come here,
awesome.
you're a guest. You are
Right,
supposed to behave like a guest. You don't come here and commit crimes. You don't do that in any other country.
right,
Go over to these other
but
countries and commit crimes and tell them, hey,
right,
you need to be running things this way. Hey, there's too many
right,
Japanese people over here in Japan. We need more
right.
brown and black people.
But
Like,
but you don't take from us.
right.
Eventually you give back to us.
You have, yes. You
And
come
I
here,
was
you
just like,
take the
fuck
money,
yeah.
but you need to give back.
And it was just like, it was very heartwarming. And
Hmm. Yeah, because there was a time I didn't like
unfortunately,
Arnold.
no, neither did I. I thought he was a fucking bleeding lib, but
Yeah, I thought he was horrible.
unfortunately, unfortunately, it blew my mind how old he looks now too.
Hmm.
My God, he looks like he's 80. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe he is, but I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, but no, he's right. He's absolutely right. Like at the end of the day, you got to remember you're not coming here to use us, and if you are, get the hell out. Like I
Right,
don't
and but
understand what's wrong with these people. It's so strange to me that people can't say like I wouldn't want somebody doing this to me, so why is it okay for me to do it to them?
right. But it's so, it makes me so happy when I see I have an immigrant. I have a guy that lives down the street from me. He's a Cuban. He's a typical fucking Cuban. He's an asshole, but he still did it the right way. My
Right,
mom even helped him pass his immigration test and shit.
right.
She quizzed him and all that shit to help him do it. And he's fucking pissed. He's like, it's fucking bullshit, man. I busted my fucking ass. His whole family did. I mean, Cuba kicked them out and
Right. Well,
sent him
they
to.
really have an asylum claim in Cuba. They did. That's when they
Well,
all. I
one of
told
them
you I worked down in Gitmo. I was deployed to Gitmo when they all came to Florida.
really.
Yeah, we took them all back to Gitmo. We helped set up all those camps and all that. Camp X-Ray,
I
which is now,
was I did
yeah,
some special ops in Guantanamo and Gitmo.
yeah. That's where I learned to
That's
scuba
interesting.
dive and everything. Yeah,
Nice.
yep,
I did some EOD training there too. That's kind of cool.
yeah.
I
But
didn't
that
know you
was
were there.
interesting because we went there when we had to because they had some camps set up already, but it had everybody mixed
Yeah.
together, and there was a
Right.
lot of them
Right.
rapes going on, and all the single male were having a hard time over there with
Were
those
you?
women in there.
Did you stand watching all that then?
Yeah, I was a guard there. It was MPs.
Do you remember? Do you remember like hearing gunshots outside the walls?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we went through a storm there that ripped half our tents down,
No,
but I don't know.
civilian gun. Oh, where
No,
civilian gunfire and shit like that.
no, we were at the camps. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Oh
didn't
well,
get border close.
all right. Because I was all over, and it was kind of funny to watch. Like, yeah, I mean, that's bad. It's bad there, man. It's not fucking good there. I wouldn't want to be a civilian there. I would not want to be on the other side of those walls.
No, on the other side, no.
Well, that's what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
though. I mean,
we
you
were on we were on the Gitmo side because that's what we secured. We were
right,
on the
right, but still, we were there, and like you'd still hear fucking civilian gunfire. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, and every once in a while you hear one of those landmines going off, and yeah,
yeah,
we
that's
didn't, but
what I
I didn't
that's
get
what I'm asking.
we didn't get
No, I'm
intel
not.
and stuff like that. No, yeah, we
Oh,
didn't
okay,
get
okay.
no. Like I said, we
No,
were
I,
prisoner guards there. Really, that's all we were.
okay, yeah. So you didn't.
EPW is one of our combat missions, and that's basically what we were
Okay,
doing.
yeah, we were a little
POW
different, but
camps.
we're a little different. But whatever the case may be, if
But
people
my
could only just, if people could just fucking see that fucking shit in real life
yeah,
and realize how fucking beautiful America is, they would just shut the fuck up and stop their stupid
but again, like
whining
I don't think they'll
bullshit.
ever see it, Jace, because if they listen to
We
turds
won't.
like Whoopi Gold Turd, if they listen to this woman
I
and
would.
clap like seals, like oh black people have it so hard, that's why all of our athletes are
Yeah. Uh
billionaires,
huh.
millionaires, and like
I would love to grab her by their fucking stupid fucking hair braids and fucking drag her fucking bitch ass over there. My
you know, and you
God,
think she
man.
has enough money, she'd travel and
And
see these places,
even
or
where
she's
you,
lying to us. Either she's evil and lying.
she's lying. I mean, look where you said you were in Africa, so you saw some shit.
Oh, dude, Africans hate black Americans. You talk
Right,
about,
right.
yes, they hate them because they're
But
so
I'm just saying.
arrogant and spoiled. And but that's what I said. But I personally know people who came from Nigeria that were really
Yeah.
best friends with my wife when she was alive. They are wonderful people. Wonderful.
Right,
They come over here,
right.
they know they're a guest, they work
But
hard.
the thing
It's
is,
black Americans that grew up in this spoiled thing that ate drank the Kool-Aid from the Democrats that don't want to get
right.
out and do anything
But
and
but
play the victim their whole life.
but the thing is, those Nigerians, they lived in camps. They lived in the boondocks, and I guarantee you, they fucking churned butter and fucking made their
Yeah.
dough and fucking did all that
And they're
bullshit,
living the
and they were
American
still
dream.
happy. They're
Yes.
still happy. They were still grateful,
Yes.
and then they came here, and they're it's like
They excelled because
wow,
they appreciated it.
right? And I feel like these motherfuckers should worship the ground that we walk on.
You know,
All of us should worship it, but
and that, to
my
be honest with you,
God,
like that's the thing. Somebody brought that up before because you mentioned reparations. Well, where's the reparations for the white people that died freeing the slaves? Where's the reparations
right,
from Africa, the people who caught the slaves and sold them? Where do we get our money back from them? Like, you know, what are we owed? What are you owed? The whole world had
right,
slaves.
right.
What are you owed? In
Well,
fact,
that's why
I
that's
really think you should be thanking your ancestors for
right,
enduring those tough times so that you can grow up a spoiled, entitled,
right,
lazy ass brat. I really think you
and
should be thanking them.
and that's why we should be
Ungrateful.
proud. That's why we should be grateful and proud of our
I didn't have a
ancestors.
damn slave.
We
I
don't
didn't treat you like a slave. Stop asking me for money. Stop.
right, but even it, the ignorant fucking assholes that are asking for it, they're fucking ignorant, lazy fucking pieces of shit, and they can go fuck themselves.
And you know
They
that's
need.
it. And that's the same thing, dude. It's the whole thing. My daughter even asked me the other day about the whole stolen land thing, and I'm getting so sick of this conversation.
Oh, because of
Number
the
one,
fucking riots.
it's not stolen, it's conquered. And if you really believe it's stolen, you give your land up first. Don't come
Well,
tell
she's
me
talking about
give
she's
your
talking about
land up.
these fucking retarded LA rioters,
Doesn't
these
matter.
fucking
Give
liberal
your
fuck.
land up.
So give your fuck exactly. Give your
Give your
fucking
land
land
up.
up.
You give all your
Exactly.
stuff because
Bye.
none of it's yours then. Give your stuff up.
Exactly.
Stop lecturing me. So when
Let
I
us.
see
Let
you
us.
give your house to a native, and then maybe I'll consider giving mine up. But I paid for mine. You
But
can
but
give yours up.
but number two. Number two. Let's burn it down. Let's blow. Let's wipe everything out because when we took your land, it was fucking nothing. It was nothing but desert.
It doesn't matter,
And
dude.
and and
Tribes were
and then
killing
y'all
tribes for
and and
resources.
and, and then y'all could fucking develop it like we did.
It's not stolen. It's conquered. And name me a country that didn't have some tribe conquering another tribe. It's been the
Right.
entire existence of mankind. Stop with your
Exactly.
stupid stolen land garbage. It's conquered.
But
Conquered.
it's fucking if you look at it, it's fat fucking pieces of fucking shit that have a mask on that are saying that shit in the riots.
it's just stupid white
No
liberals,
normal
man.
person
It's
says
stupid
that
white
dumb shit.
liberals. I told you, it's
No
people
normal
that are
person
just
said that. And it's not
no.
even. It's like I. Even when I've watched some of these interviews, it's like fucking fat fucking Mexicans and
Right,
shit.
yeah, yeah. They're just stupid, fat, purpled hair. Like, oh, we're going on a sex starve, whatever. We're lady, you probably were anyway. So stop.
But the problem is they want it now. Now that we've developed it and made it
Right,
fucking
right.
worthy.
And they'll
Fuck
say that's the
you.
funny part. Did the Indians get land? Doesn't the
Yes, they
Indians?
did.
And what did they do with it?
Yes. Well, I don't know what they did with it, but this isn't about Indians,
But
man.
people aren't trying to move to the Indian reservations, are they? They'll go play in the
They,
casinos, but they ain't trying to move there.
yeah, exactly. They want that casino money though.
Yeah,
They're fucking, they're fucking fat lazy fucks, just like Mexicans. So
it's the
yeah, everybody
same
wants
thing,
a
man.
fucking handout. They
It's the
just want a
same
fucking
thing.
handout.
With the lady, that black lady that complained about America and went took her ass to Africa. She didn't last, I think, but 4 months, and she was like, "I'm out of here. This, please, this." Complain about every damn thing.
Yeah,
They want their little entitlement. It's just
look at
so
how
sad.
fucking this has nothing to do with entitlement, but look how fucking nasty Rosie O'Donnell looks.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
But
Stay in Ireland.
they all
Stay
go
in
look.
Ireland, you dumb fucking cunt.
I've been to a lot of places, man. I mean,
So have
overseas,
I.
Macedonia, Germany, Africa, Cuba, name it, Berlin. That's Germany. But I mean, I've been to several places over there. I've been to Mexico, Canada, Peru. Like I've been to places,
That's
and
blah, 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 blah.
Japan. I've been to
Yeah,
Japan.
I've
But
been everywhere, man.
I've been
I've
enough
been,
places to see that these other cultures, some of them are interesting and unique, but I always missed America. Always. I always
I,
wished, I always wanted to come back home. Always.
like for the most part, I was on ship duty half of my career. Well, less than half, but I went overseas, went to Turkey, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan,
Yeah,
all
I've
that
been in Iraq.
bullshit.
I've been,
And
well,
you know what's crazy?
Kuwait, Saudi.
When I'm on the ship, I'm like, I can't wait to get the fuck off this motherfucker, and
Yeah, right.
do some fucking killing. Well, guess what? When I got on the boots on the ground, I was like, I can't wait to get back on that goddamn ship.
Exactly.
It was
Exactly.
more sovereign terror. It was like sovereign territory that was America again. It was like,
Yep.
fuck yeah.
It's just like
It's
the best part of Kuwait was Starbucks. Like I
right,
would go to Starbucks
right.
and be like, oh, I feel
Well,
like I'm
where's there
home.
not a Starbucks? It's kind of weird.
Well, I'm just saying that that's
It's
where
kind
we'd
of
stop. It
funny,
was like the embassy. You didn't
right?
need an embassy. You just went to Starbucks.
I I prefer not Starbucks. I never
Well, I
wanted to
hate them
support the
now. I
rest.
wouldn't go to Starbucks now unless I had
Didn't
points
want
to
to
spend.
support. Although my first deployment, it was just a goof around. It was just a what was it? It was a special winter ops where we had to deploy to the like the what the fuck was it called? It was up in Norway, up in the mountains of Norway. But we ended up in England for our R&R, and our first fucking stop to eat was Pizza Hut.
Hmm.
And
Nice.
I look back and it's like, how fucking dumb are we for doing that?
Right.
But I get it, and
It's a comfort.
it
It's a
was
security.
it was yeah, and it was cool, even
So
though it was dumb.
So let's transition before we run out of time to this Iran stuff.
Yeah,
But before we talk about Iran, why don't we talk about this feud? I don't know. Everybody's getting mad at Trump. Even Tucker, I guess, had an interview with Cruz and all this over this
yeah,
Israel stuff. And I'll get your opinion in a second. But the whole conversation between Tucker and Cruz was about Cruz standing on a Christian value about supporting,
right,
the Israels or were chosen people,
right.
all this stuff. And I think there's a lot of convoluted message there. And I think this is going to be a real problem for Christians in America because I
I
don't know if you know this, but Israel's not really the religious Jews that you thought they were. They're more of
right,
a
right,
secular place. I mean, they even have gay
right,
people, all
right.
that stuff. So it's not. Israel was the chosen people but I think that's becoming so convoluted, like the rainbow now. You don't know if it belongs to God or the
I
gays. You know what I mean?
I
So,
well for me, like Tucker questioning Cruz on the population of Iran and just silly shit like that. Oh, come on. Why does anybody need to know the population of either one? Number
well, I mean, I
one.
like the fact that Tucker swims upstream. Like, I do like the way he pushes
Yeah,
back, and he does make a
yes.
lot of sense a
Yeah.
lot of the times. And I do think that you cannot support Israel and still not hate Israel. I think you
I,
cannot support Israel and still hate Iran. Like,
right.
I think all of that's possible. I just don't think you should blindly support anybody just because you think it's in the Bible. Like,
Right. No,
I don't really
absolutely.
understand that.
Absolutely. I just, so for me, I, um, I, I, I feel that it's all about principle and the fact that, Iran is not capable of having nuclear weapons. I don't give a fuck about their religious beliefs.
Well, look what happened to
They're
Korea. Like North Korea. If we didn't stop North Korea from getting it. Now there's a psycho up in North Korea and he's got that whole place locked down. That's the
right,
problem. We cannot
right,
have Iran be
right. We
another
can't
North
have
Korea.
Iran be the exactly. And
Yeah.
so, you know what, Tucker and Cruz, whatever. I love Cruz. I love Tucker. So it's hard for me to get in the middle of that. But if he had to fuck with my boy Kennedy, then we'd have some problems. But the fact of the matter is to me, it shouldn't be about religion right now. Iran should not have nuclear weapons. Fucking period. And fuck that shit. We need to stop it.
Well, right. I mean, but still, look, there's nothing wrong with questioning the validity and like of Israel. Like, I don't understand why we can't say nothing bad about Israel. I mean, we've sent them millions and billions of dollars. They have
Right.
the Iron Dome. They all this stuff they have. They're behind the Epstein stuff, getting blackmail.
Right.
Their special ops whole intel group is way more advanced than ours. Like, in one way, Israel's far more superior because they've been using America like a puppet. Okay, and I'm
Right.
not
Oh
opposed to
yeah.
supporting Israel because they are a small little underdog, apparently underdog
Right.
in a region where they're not wanted. No different
Right.
than people want to support Ukraine against the big bad Russia. I don't
Right.
see any difference. But at the end of the day, we shouldn't be taking orders from Israel. And if this argument is about, well, Israel's going to go take care of what the world doesn't want to do, then let them.
Right. Do what you
Let
got to
them.
do. Do
You know what
what
I
you got to
mean?
do.
Like, yeah. And I don't know, because this is a real conundrum. Like, even Tucker, like, I appreciate him swimming upstream, like I said, but what do you do? You take a true libertarian stance and be like, well, let anybody create a nuclear weapon. Is that okay? Like, do we sit by and let that happen, or do we actually have an obligation to stop that?
Right. No, I know, dude.
Like,
But
that's the problem.
I don't. It's just one of them things where the Iranian regime,
But you
whether
understand that's the conundrum.
right. Well,
So just take it
the,
on its fold. Let's say there's a bully. Do you stop the bully because he could be dangerous? Or do you just take a libertarian, let everybody be everybody until they hurt somebody? Because nuclear
let's
weapons
just
aren't anything to
let's
play with.
just let's just make the excuse that we're just going after them because of the nuclear weapons,
Right.
even though even though we're really going after them, they're really going after them because the regime needs to be changed, and the 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 regime needs to be knocked the fuck out and tenfold,
Yeah,
and
but why
and
can't the people do that? Why do we have to do
uh,
that?
I'm not saying us,
It's just like Gaza.
but but
Just
but
like
I'm saying
Gaza. I
Israel,
have no
Israel,
sympathy. I have no sympathy for Gaza. If they
Israel's
elect
doing
these Hamas, that's on them.
Israel's doing it, but what? But if we need help, I don't I don't I'm not one to fucking. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna. My opinion means nothing, and for once, I'm not gonna give my opinion because I don't. I don't. I'm not. I just need to shut the fuck up. I
But then you
just.
sound like everybody else. You're scared to criticize Israel. I don't know. I don't
Well,
understand why we don't
I
owe Israel
I
anything.
don't. It's if you want me to say something, I'll fucking say something then. Let's wipe them the fuck out. But it has nothing to do with Israel. I want to fucking wipe Iran out for
Well,
other
yeah,
reasons.
Iran's a bunch of thug ass bullies, and
Right.
they need to be put in their place.
That's why I want to do it. Not because of Israel. Because Israel can go fuck themselves.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
I don't either. I have
But
no loyalty to
what
Israel any more than anybody else. I am loyalty to America.
right. And what but yeah, so exactly. So when it comes down to it, I'm about my country
I'm not putting up a
and
Ukraine flag. I'm not putting up an Israel flag.
but but Iran could fucking block some of our shipping channels.
But that won't
So
last long.
no, not if we fuck them up. And
No.
that's why I say I would do it for us. I
Right.
wouldn't do it for Israel
Yep.
because I don't give a fuck.
And I kind of agree with Trump, and he's been saying it for a long time. So I don't know why people are surprised because they played all the videos of how many times he's been saying Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran cannot.
Right. Right.
There's like 17 minutes of him doing
What
Iran.
cracks me up is I agree because we're like the big brother of the whole world. It's just that we it's it's like we're like all right, you want to be a little bitch? Fuck you, then we're gonna take care of you.
Well, it's like dealing with a bully. You want to be the
Right.
bully, you better take on the bully. So if
But
you want to play with the big boys, then
the
put your
whole
hands
world
up.
should the whole world should be grateful to us for that. For us fronting the money and taking care of business like we always fucking do.
I
I
mean, you want to spend all this money for Ukraine,
what the
but you
fuck
don't
are you
want
eating, man?
Taco Bell.
Oh, so an update on my. I talked to my Canadian buddy
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
actually actually today. Yeah, well, Magnolia's right here, but she's taking a nap. Um, and we were discussing now that things are getting a little calmer. Um, the Canadians are now easing their minds about America, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of cracking me up.
But no, it's probably because Florida beat them. Florida whooped them in the Stanley Cup.
Well,
That's why.
speaking of that, well, like I said, the Panthers were fucking were a well better built team to fucking
Oh yeah,
beat beat them,
it's a
and
dynasty.
ob-
It's a dynasty
obviously
we
they.
haven't seen before in a while.
I wouldn't say that.
It's a present day dynasty that we have not seen in a while.
That I would.
Who?
We
Who's
haven't
the?
seen. Yeah, I'll give you that. But Pittsburgh did it back to back. Then Tampa Bay did it back to back, and now they've done it back to back.
They've done what? Two? They've did three in the last 4 years, haven't they?
No, two in the past 3 years.
Are you sure?
Two in the past 4 years or 3 years. Yeah,
Um,
because they got beat by Vegas one year.
was it Vegas?
I think so. Yeah, that's when Jack Eichel won it. I believe so. I don't know nor care.
Yeah. Well, I always forget year to year. So it's
All I can say is this was probably one of the best hockey playoffs I've ever seen in my life. When it
oh
comes down to
yeah,
just
you're right.
nasty, dirty, knit and grit, hardcore fucking
Yeah,
men
they've been in
fucking.
it 3 times in a row. But then so is Tampa right before them. Tampa did the
Yes,
same thing they did. So Florida has been in or won the last 6 cups.
yes.
Yeah.
No, four
Yeah.
cups.
No, they've been in or won.
Oh, yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah, Tampa won in 20, Tampa won in 21, Tampa lost to Colorado in 22, Vegas beat
Colorado.
Florida in 23, and then Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so, but either way, all these Stanley Cup playoffs for the past several years have been awesome. And I can't say enough about it. That's why I don't even watch regular season because I don't give a fuck.
Hmm.
I just want to see playoffs.
Yeah, it's interesting too that just the last two seasons. But no, but I don't think people like dynasties unless it's that you like that team. Like everybody wants to
Well,
see
yeah, of
their
course,
team be a dynasty, but nobody likes watching
but they're
that.
not. I don't believe that Florida will be able to
I don't know, dude.
retain. I don't think. I don't think they're going to retain the players that they're going to need to
Yeah, but
win
I,
it
I
again.
just think they have a system. I really think they have. They're
Um,
like the Devils back in the day. They had a defensive system that people bought
right.
into, and they got a
Well,
certain type of player for that system. And I think Florida just
yes,
has a system. They have a
they do
really
have
good
an
system.
they do have an in-your-face system, but they still need players to fulfill that system. And as long as they can continue to fulfill those slots for those players, then yes, I agree they'll do it again. But I I think that I think and hope that Toronto can Toronto can do it.
Toronto's a mess, dude.
You gotta recall, and I don't think your pea brain can fucking remember, but Toronto was fucking manhandling Florida,
No, no,
and
Toronto's a mess. I mean, like I said, I got both of their goalies in my fantasy league. Stolarz
yeah,
and Wall.
well,
Yeah,
that's what I was just gonna say.
they
What
were
was it?
like
Wall
I thought
was
they
it
were
Skulls?
unstoppable.
Well, whoever,
Stolarz,
yeah, who
Stolarz and
Bennett
Woll.
Bennett fucking injured their top goalie
Mm-hmm.
in
Stolarz, yeah,
game
he went out.
four, in game 4 and 5 or something,
Yeah.
and then Toronto lost. They were done.
Hmm. But yeah, you got
They
to
were
overcome
up.
that. But Woll's no, dude. Woll's solid. He wasn't as good as Stolarz, but Woll was
Wolves
solid.
can't fucking. Wolves couldn't fucking stop a puck top shelf if it
But he was
was
solid.
fucking.
He's not a slouch. He definitely that was a good tandem. When you look at
I,
1-2 goalies, that
yeah,
was a
but
good tandem.
you knocked their number one. They knocked their number one goalie out, and then they fucking lost. They
Hmm.
were up like 3-1 or something.
Right.
It was fuck. It was like Toronto's got this, and Florida came back, and it was like fuck. I knew it as soon as the goalie got knocked out.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. But I think we're off track. But
Yeah, we
who
got
cares?
way off track, but that's all right because we're coming to an end here anyway. I don't know what if you
Yeah,
want to say anything about Iran. Do we need to nuke them or what? Do we? They
I'm
talked
not.
about they're
I'm.
so deep that the bunker busters can't get to their facility. So what do we do? You know, what I mean, I don't know if you nuke them. I don't know.
I number one. I don't. I've tried to get out of the military mindset for years, and I don't want to be in it.
Hmm.
So I would say if Israel started the shit and we didn't approve of it or they didn't discuss it with us, then let them decide.
Well,
If we
it doesn't matter because China's secretly sending them stuff around the whatever the tariffs or whatever the embargo, whatever the hell they think they can
right,
set up. China's secretly sending Iran stuff. They just found that out. Russia's posturing now, saying, "Don't do this to Iran." So you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like here we are. This is World War III stuff. You know what I mean? They always
then
said Trump's going to get us in World War III. Like I don't think it
it's
has to
not
get there.
Trump though.
Well, he's the one. I
That's
mean, he's. I can't tell whether he's. I know Trump's posturing. I know what
did
he's
Trump
saying.
did he have something to fucking do with this? If not,
But
then
he's the
no.
one talking about nuking them, and then he's like, I'll make up our mind July 3rd." So he's buying time. I don't know if it's to get the ships in place or to hope
Well,
Iran
we
considers,
wouldn't
or
need July. We would not need July 3rd to fucking get everything in place.
well, they're
I
saying that
can
that's how long it takes that one ship to get there.
I can promise you that's not true.
Well, that's what they just
I
said
can
on.
tell you that's not fucking true 100%.
Well,
You're
I don't
talking
know.
about the
You're talking about
carrier.
the carrier. That's not. I don't think they
Yeah.
move at lightning speed.
Oh, well, I'm not I don't know if I'm even allowed to discuss that. So I'm not going to say.
Well, I mean, the other countries do know because they can track them.
They don't know. They don't know for sure when it they know what they fucking think they see and that's it.
Hmm.
And it
Well, he
is what
gave
it is.
July 3rd 2 weeks, whatever, for some reason. So
Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. Maybe we have to make a few nukes or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
The,
not
the
really
fact of
sure.
the fact of the matter is, we already have the bombers for and the bunker busters there. They're already there.
Already
They're already
where?
on. They're already over in Iran on the coast.
Well, I don't know what they're
They're
shipping then.
well, the ship that is going over there is like a city, dude. That hosts several several squadrons of airplanes. So that's all it would be. Are you
Yeah,
shredding papers now?
what?
Are you shredding papers?
No, that was the dog door opening up.
All right.
The dog's got
Well,
her own door. She can go in and out with her collars. So
let's
yeah.
pull it. Let's pull it already, man.
Yeah, I think that's all we can talk about today, and there's probably plenty more we missed, but that's all right. That'll be enough for this episode. So, thank you, Jace, for joining me. Thank you all for watching. Johnny, Christine, we always appreciate the conversation. Keep it going. Let us know how you feel from San Diego and Kansas.
To New
Okay,
York and
click
L.A.
click your heels. So until then, Godspeed.
Pull the pin already.
Boom. Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin.